What makes fashion classy through time? Classy fashion isn't about owning designer bags or wearing pearls. It's about presence, the quiet confidence and intention behind how you dress. A classy woman carries herself with grace, and her clothes reflect that ease and refinement. Classy fashion whispers instead of shouting. It's built on timeless principles: clean lines, tailored fits, quality materials, and subtle details. While trends come and go, elegance rooted in simplicity always endures. From the hourglass silhouettes of the 50s to today's minimalist looks, the definition of classy has shifted, but its core remains. Each decade reinterprets elegance, merging it with the cultural energy of its time. A woman who understands classy style doesn't need to overdo it. She communicates her identity through understated choices. This video walks through how classy fashion evolved, decade by decade, showing what true elegance looks like then and now, and how you can embody it in your own way. 1950s, the hourglass era of polished femininity. The 1950s celebrated feminine structure and post-war optimism through clothing that emphasized polished elegance. Women embraced full skirts, nipped waists, and tailored bodices, with Christian Dior's new look leading the movement. Each outfit was deliberate, from gloves and kitten heels to house dresses with built-in grace. The silhouette was all about the waist, while pastels, creams, florals, and navy colored the scene. Materials like taffeta, wool, and crisp cotton helped maintain structure, adding to the sophisticated charm. Elegance wasn't for special events. It was a daily standard. Even grocery runs look like pages from Vogue. The 50s taught us the power of detail, how tailoring transforms, and that refinement could live in everyday clothing. To channel the era now, think fit and flare dresses, a cinched belt, and a red lip. The lesson isn't to recreate the past, but to honor the effort, poise, and sculpted femininity that made this decade unforgettable. 1960s, mod chic meets graceful minimalism. The 1960s introduced bold experimentation with a graceful edge, where elegance evolved into sleek simplicity. Fashion icons like Audrey Hepburn and Jackie Kennedy led the decade's classy shift. Straight silhouettes, shorter hemlines, and boxy tailoring replaced the romantic curves of the previous era. Audrey's little black dress and Jackie's pillbox hats defined polished modernity. The mod woman balanced structure with playfulness, geometric prints, bright colors like mustard and emerald, and fabrics such as wool crepe and gabardine kept fashion clean yet expressive. Even the bold felt refined. The classy woman of the 60s knew restraint. She stood out with intention, not excess. Today, you can channel this spirit with a shift dress, ballet flats, and sleek sunglasses. The 60s didn't discard elegance. They refined it with confidence and clarity. It's a reminder that you can be bold and graceful at once, the hallmark of a timeless look. 1970s. Flow, freedom, and bohemian refinement. The 1970s brought movement and ease into fashion, proving that relaxed doesn't mean sloppy. Women embraced flowy silhouettes, earthy tones, and natural textures with grace. Classy icons like Ali McGraw and Bianca Jagger balanced bohemian freedom with tailored finesse wide-leg trousers, wrap dresses, silk blouses, and even tuxedos spoke of independence and style. Fabrics like jersey, suede, and chiffon offered comfort without sacrificing elegance. Accessories were expressive. A wide-brimmed hat, a leather satchel, or a long pendant necklace added personal touch. Color palettes drew from nature, olive, terracotta, cream-keeping outfits grounded and warm. Today's take on 70s class? A maxi dress cinched with a sleek belt, or flared trousers with a tucked blouse. Focus on fluid lines with structure. The 70s remind us that elegance can flow with your movement and lifestyle. When fashion feels effortless and still polished, that's when it becomes truly timeless. 1980s power dressing with a feminine twist. The 1980s were bold, dramatic, and unapologetically powerful, especially for women redefining their roles in society. Fashion followed suit. Enter power dressing. Structured blazers, pleated skirts, and strong shoulders paired with silk blouses and cinched waists. Princess Diana, Joan Collins, and career-driven icons embodied this aesthetic strength without sacrificing beauty. Jewel tones, pastels, velvet, tweed, and lame created visual drama, but elegance was found in balance. Blazers weren't just outerwear, they symbolized ambition. Accessories were impactful yet polished: statement earrings, leather gloves, and quilted bags. Evening wear leaned into glamour: off-the-shoulder gowns, cinched silhouettes, and bold makeup. Today's classy nod to the 80s includes cream suits, blazer dresses, and monochrome layering. The lesson? Elegance and assertiveness coexist. Classy fashion can be a power move, and when it's paired with confidence, it commands attention without compromise. The 80s taught us that strength and style are never mutually exclusive. 1990s, the era of understated cool. The 1990s stripped fashion back to its essentials. Subtlety replaced spectacle, and minimalism reigned with purpose. Classy women embraced sleek lines, monochrome palettes, and quiet sophistication. Icons like Kate Moss and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy wore slip dresses, trench coats, and crisp shirts in neutrals like black, white, beige, and navy. The silhouette was lean and long high-waisted jeans, tailored trousers, column gowns. Fabrics such as silk, wool, and cotton poplin dominated, while accessories stayed understated. Delicate jewelry, structured handbags, and minimalist shoes. The 90s refined the art of restraint, proving that simplicity, when well curated, is powerful. Today, this legacy lives in polished separates, clean tailoring, and outfits that feel effortless but precise. Pairing a black turtleneck with trousers or wearing all white with sleek hair is the modern answer. The decade teaches us that elegance isn't about how much you wear, it's how deliberately you choose every element. Done 2000s. Navigating elegance in a Y2K world. The early 2000s brought a surge of glitz, logos, and trend overload, but underneath the sparkle, a quieter elegance persisted. Classy women stood out by choosing simplicity amid chaos. Tailored blazers, dark denim, midi-length coats, and minimal accessories. Jennifer Aniston's sleek dresses and Michelle Obama's poised wardrobe exemplified quiet refinement. Silhouettes were slim but softened camisoles layered under cardigans, wrap tops over trousers, and belted coats with ballet flats. Fabrics like cashmere, jersey, and cotton blends offered comfort and polish. While trends favored pastels and rhinestones, true elegance leaned into navy, cream, and earth tones. The secret was in thoughtful layering and balanced proportions. Today, reviving 2000s elegance means embracing understated combinations. A neutral midi dress with a trench coat, loafers with clean tailoring, or a delicate chain necklace. The decade's lesson: restraint is powerful, and the most memorable looks are those that resist the urge to compete. 2010s, the rise of quiet luxury. In the 2010s, social media amplified fashion noise, but the most elegant women turned the volume down. Quiet luxury emerged as the refined response. Pieces that whispered wealth and confidence without overt branding. Meghan Markle, Amal Clooney, and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley led the way, favoring neutrals, tailoring, and impeccable fit. Silhouettes softened while staying structured. Silk blouses, wool coats, wide-leg trousers, and fluid midi dresses became staples. Accessories were deliberate gold cuffs, minimal heels, and structured tote. The palette spoke in whispers: camel, ivory, olive, and blush. Elegance wasn't about recognition, it was about presence. Quality fabrics and thoughtful coordination created impact without flash. To embrace this style today, focus on materials, structure, and harmony. Invest in pieces that feel luxurious, not loud. The 2010s taught us that real class doesn't announce itself. It exists in confidence, taste, and the quiet certainty that what's understated is often unforgettable. 2020s classy fashion in the age of aesthetic overload. The 2020s have seen an explosion of trends, aesthetics, and online fashion cycles, but within the noise, elegance has found a renewed audience. In an overstimulated world, classy fashion offers clarity. Movements like old money, Scandi chic, and clean girl all echo a shared desire for intentional style. Today's elegant woman might wear a long knit dress, sleek loafers, and a low bun or tailored trousers, with a silk blouse and minimal gold jewelry. Every detail, even the messy ones, is curated. Materials like poplin, merino wool, and silk blends offer polish, while palettes favor cream, navy, sand, and sage. The new elegance lies in contrast. Casual paired with elevated, masculine softened by feminine, and luxury balanced with restraint. Fashion now prizes discernment, choosing well, editing often, and ignoring excess. In the 2020s, being classy means knowing what not to wear. It's curation, not clutter, that creates timeless style. Timeless silhouettes that have survived every decade throughout fashion history. Certain silhouettes have remained consistent because they simply work. They flatter the body, offer versatility, and carry an air of timeless refinement. The wrap dress, introduced in the 70s, is a prime example. Its adjustable shape and graceful drape continue to flatter every figure. Cigarette pants, made famous by Audrey Hepburn, still appear in modern wardrobes for their sleek, ankle-grazing elegance. The trench coat, once functional, now anchors countless sophisticated looks. High-waisted trousers and A-line skirts continue to elongate and empower. The structured blazer? It transforms any outfit into a statement of poise. These pieces transcend trend cycles by striking the right balance between form and function. They aren't loud, they're enduring. Update them through modern tailoring or pairings. A midi skirt with sneakers, a trench over jeans, or a wrap dress with boots. The message remains the same. Timeless silhouettes elevate effortlessly. Fabrics of class. From silk to structured cotton, fabric is the foundation of elegance. Before color or cut, it's the material that sets the tone. Silk remains the undisputed queen of class, fluid, light-catching, and inherently luxurious. A simple silk blouse in navy or ivory requires nothing else. Wool adds structure and warmth from tailored trousers to overcoats. It communicates sophistication, especially in its softer cousin, cashmere. Cotton, when crisp and well-structured, turns a white button-down into a timeless staple. Linen, though more relaxed, exudes elegance when tailored right, perfect for warm weather refinement. In today's world, materials like bamboo blends and ribbed knits make grace more accessible without sacrificing polish. But beware, elegance isn't just sheen. Thin polyester and overly shiny satin won't cut it. Instead, trust weight, texture, and craftsmanship. Before buying, touch the fabric. Does it hold shape? Feel luxurious? Drape well? If yes, you're investing in style that speaks before you do. The color palette of class. Neutrals, jewel tones, and more color doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Classy fashion relies on intentional palettes that flatter, coordinate, and elevate. Neutrals, ivory, camel, charcoal, soft taupe, and navy form the foundation of refined style. They layer easily and give even simple outfits depth and polish. Jewel tones add richness. Emerald, sapphire, burgundy, and plum create contrast without chaos. Historically, pastels like rose, mint, and powder blue softened feminine looks, while nature-inspired tones like ochre and moss grounded 70s flow. Even in bold decades like the 80s, elegant women curated their palettes thoughtfully. Today, the monochrome trend head-to-toe in one hue offers a modern take on cohesion. Whether it's all black, all beige, or a tonal blend, a restrained palette always feels intentional. Classy color isn't about the rainbow, it's about harmony. When in doubt, simplify. The right colors, chosen with care, can make even the plainest outfit sing with sophistication. Accessories that elevated every era. Accessories are more than extras. They're essential punctuation marks to a refined look. Each era had its defining pieces. In the 50s, pearls, gloves, and structured bags completed every outfit, turning ordinary into elegant. The 60s gave us oversized sunglasses, pillbox hats, and petite purses, iconic thanks to Audrey Hepburn and Jackie Kennedy. The 70s introduced leather satchels, pendant necklaces, and silk scarves, expressions of personality and polish. The 80s went bold. Enamel bangles, statement belts, and quilted bags with gold chains. Yet the classiest women always knew when to stop. Today, accessories still complete the look, but subtly. Think gold studs, croc-embossed handbags, or sleek loafers. Choose pieces that elevate, not overpower. If your outfit is bold, keep accessories minimal. If your look is simple, let one standout piece shine. The best rule? Invest in timeless finishings, shoes, bags, and jewelry that whisper class with every wear. Hair and makeup. The finishing touch of class style doesn't end with clothing your hair and makeup. Complete the picture of polished elegance. In the 50s, soft curls, red lips, and flawless skin ruled. By the 60s, the look turned graphic yet refined sleek buns, French twists, and clean eyeliner. The 70s softened things again with bronze skin, natural waves, and minimal makeup. Even boho icons wore it with poise. The 80s introduced vibrant hues and strong features, but classy beauty remained balanced matte skin, defined eyes, and rich, not flashy lips. Today, the clean girl aesthetic dominates. Dewy skin, brushed brows, glossy lips, and a tidy bun. The thread through time? Intention. Elegant beauty is never messy, never chaotic. It's controlled, clean, and cohesive with your style. Whether it takes 10 minutes or an hour, the result should feel effortless. When your hair and makeup complement, not compete, your outfit, that's the true mark of elegance. Cultural icons who defined class in their time. Every generation has style icons who didn't just follow fashion, they defined elegance for their time. Grace Kelly's tailored dresses, gloves, and Hermes bag epitomized 1950s sophistication. Audrey Hepburn made minimalism iconic with her shift dresses, ballet flats, and timeless beauty. Jackie Kennedy redefined First Lady fashion with monochrome suits and oversized sunglasses. In the 80s and 90s, Princess Diana's evolution from frilly collars to sleek gowns showed how elegance can grow with confidence. More recently, Amal Clooney, Meghan Markle, and Victoria Beckham brought modern polish, structured neutrals, flawless tailoring, and understated accessories. What unites them? A clear sense of self. They dressed with identity, not imitation. You don't need fame to follow their lead. Find your silhouettes. Choose intentional colors. Wear only what reflects your power and poise. Because true class isn't about being seen, it's about being remembered. And these women? They made lasting impressions through quiet impact. Class versus trend. How to tell the difference. Trends are fast, loud, and fleeting. Class is steady, quiet, and enduring. How can you tell the difference? A trend screams novelty cutouts, neon, ultra minis. Class whispers timelessness, tailored cuts, solid fabrics, clean shapes. One easy test. If it looked good 10 years ago and still does, it's probably classy. If your grandmother could wear it, and so could your niece, with different styling, it's likely timeless. Classy fashion relies on quality, not gimmicks. Think trench coats, silk blouses, loafers, and pencil skirts. Trends often skip craftsmanship for flash. Elegant pieces are built to last. But it's not all or nothing. You can incorporate trends by anchoring them with classics. Pair trendy shoes with a tailored blazer, or a bold bag with a minimalist outfit. The key is balance and self-awareness. When you dress with discernment, choosing what reflects you, not the moment, you're dressing with true elegance. How classy fashion adapted to workwear and lifestyle changes. As women's lives evolved, so did classy fashion, adapting from corsets and gowns to wardrobes that work everywhere. Modern elegance had to meet real life, leading meetings, running errands, boarding flights, or working from home. Enter functional refinement. Trousers with stretch, blazers in breathable fabric, shirt dresses as office to evening staples, sneakers paired with midi skirts, trench coats layered over activewear. The classy woman today moves with ease, and so does her wardrobe. Capsule dressing became popular. Versatile pieces in flattering colors, made to mix and match. During the work-from-home era, Zoom chic emerged. Crisp collars, knits, gold hoops, and tidy buns polished the top half. Elegance no longer means discomfort or excess. It's about streamlined beauty that suits your lifestyle. Class is no longer rigid. It flexes, adapts, and thrives with intention. Because real elegance isn't a performance. It's how you live comfortably, stylishly, and with quiet pride. Global influences on classy style. Classy fashion isn't one size fits all. It reflects the richness of cultures around the globe. French women brought us effortless chic, tailored coats, stripes, red lips, and a less is more mentality. Italian style embodies bold elegance. Monica Bellucci in a bodycon dress, nanas in perfect loafers and gold hoops. Japanese minimalism taught restraint, clean lines, quality materials, and calm harmony. Indian fashion brings elegance through textiles, and draping a silk sari or hand-embroidered kurta holds more grace than any gown. Scandinavian fashion offers modern class, oversized silhouettes, soft tones, and function. First, dressing. The beauty of global influence lies in its balance, borrowing thoughtfully, not blindly. Class isn't about conforming. It's about knowing yourself and your roots. When fashion reflects both identity and refinement, it becomes powerful. In a connected world, classy style is no longer regional. It's universal. Grace, when rooted in culture, becomes the most authentic elegance. Today's modern elegance. Blending vintage with now modern elegance is about merging eras, honoring the past while living in the present. Today's stylish woman wears a vintage trench over sleek trousers, or a 90s blazer with a crop top and flat. It's about mixing textures, eras, and moods, a satin slip with a chunky cardigan, or a structured bag with denim. But what keeps it classy is intention. The pieces may span decades, but they all speak the same visual language: quality, fit, and harmony. Vintage shopping has returned, not just for nostalgia, but for craftsmanship. Older clothes were built better, heavier fabrics, thoughtful cuts, lasting details. Paired with modern simplicity, they create a wardrobe with soul. Elegance now isn't rigid, it's intuitive. Ask, does this look feel like me? Is it flattering, intentional, balanced? If yes, you've nailed it. Because classy style today isn't about looking back, it's about elevating what's always worked. Final thoughts. Classy isn't a trend, it's a choice. Trends change. Class remains. Because true elegance isn't stitched into a season, it's woven into your mindset. Classy fashion doesn't demand wealth, perfection, or labels. It asks for intention, clarity, and self-respect. It's the way you choose a clean neckline, the confidence behind a simple gold stud, the care in your walk. Through decades, styles shifted, but the women who stood out weren't trendsetters, they were timeless. Being classy is choosing quality over quantity, tailoring over tightness, and presence over performance. Whether you wear a blazer or a knit dress, loafers or heels, the transformation into elegance starts when your outfit reflects who you are. Elevated. You don't need to be loud to be seen. True style isn't in the trend, it's in the knowing. And the woman who knows herself? She doesn't chase fashion, she defines it. That's why class never fades. It lives beautifully by choice.